Hey guys, wanted to make a quick video here to make sure that, as you come on board as an agent with FES, that you're taking advantage of the protection plan, because obviously you're a protection plan member, which means that you now have the services available for yourself, or whoever was assigned the services when you originally signed up through their Social Security number that was put in on the application. So this is the protection plan website, fesprotectionplan.com. And what I want to do again is kind of make sure that you do get logged in, and you do, again, if you need the services or if you're going to be using some of the services, that you know how to access those and get those things set up and in place so that, again, you can take advantage of that. So what you want to do is you want to come up to the login tab here, and your username is going to be your email address that you signed up with when you became an agent with FES, and then your password is going to be the last four of your social. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into a sample account here and kind of walk you through some of the information here. All right, so we're in John Doe's account right now, and the way that you're going to see this laid out here on the left-hand panel here are all of the services that are included in your protection plan membership. And as you click on each one of these tabs, it'll bring up the page, for those pertaining to those services. So when you become an agent with a company, we don't automatically start the credit restoration process, because obviously there may be some people that sign up as agents that don't necessarily need their credit worked on. Perhaps they already have, a 750 credit score or better. If you do have a, perhaps a 660 credit score, or let's say anything below a 700, it may be worth your while to go through this process. We certainly have had people that have come in that have the higher credit score, 660, 680, 700, that have been able to get their scores, up into the 750 or above range. And that's going to depend upon whether or not you have any derogatory accounts or negative accounts that are showing up on your credit report. So if you have any in the past credit history, any late payments, collections, charge-offs, anything that's negative on there, then you may want to activate the credit restoration program to see if those items can't be deleted or corrected or updated to help you with improving your score. So there's going to be, in this account here, it's already been accepted, but what you're going to see is when you click on credit restoration, either an activate now or activate credit restoration or begin credit restoration. So you want to make sure that you click on that button, and once you do that, then you're going to be you'll see this page here, okay? And what you want to do is you want to, over here it says UCES, access your account. You want to go ahead and click on that. That's going to take you into the dashboard for your credit restoration program. One of the first things that you're going to do is, in order to get that started, is you're going to want to select ID documents. And when you pick ID documents, you're going to see over on the right-hand side here some ways that you can send to us address and social security verification. Okay, we need to have that. And right now when you log in, it's going to show missing instead of complete. So you need to send that to us, and simply what you're going to do is take a picture of your driver's license if it has your current address on there, and a picture of your social security card with your smartphone, and you can email that directly to this email address here. You can fax it to this number, or you can mail it, obviously, or you can even upload the documents here. If you just simply, if you have those documents on your computer, you can just say access website. It'll bring up this panel here, and it will allow you to share those files into our system by simply putting your name, first name, last name, company. Just follow the steps here, and you'll be able to update or upload your address and social verification. But you want to do that as soon as possible, because nothing will happen until that is done, okay? We're not going to start the process, or you're not going to receive any documentation in the mail to start the dispute process until we have those documents. So once you have those documents there, your credit report will be pulled, and then the documents will be mailed to you 7 to 10 business days from the time that you upload your ID documents, okay? But in this dashboard here, you have your progress report that'll show you, and this is again as a sample. You can look here, Experian Equifax TransUnion. It'll tell you how many derogatory accounts you have, how many new derogatories, and that new derogatories are in reference to when we get updates back from the credit reporting agencies. There may be some things that are on that report that weren't picked up initially from the tier 1 credit source providers, okay? And sometimes it happens, not too often, but every once in a while you'll see that. Then it gives your total accounts, accounts deleted, accounts in dispute. Then when you scroll down here, you'll be able to see exactly what those accounts are. The only person that can see this information is you and the credit analysts at the corporate office. Due to privacy laws, we as agents cannot see. In other words, I cannot see what's happening, what your credit score is or what's going on with your credit. So again, that's and some people don't want other people to know, and that's okay because again, we don't get to see that. But you have Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion that you can go to, and it will show you, again, what information on the credit report is going to be in the dispute process. It's not a full view of good accounts as well. We're just uploading the stuff that we're going to be working on. And then as those items are deleted, you'll see that notation made here, as well as you'll be able to track that here. So as those accounts get deleted, they'll update this information. Progress report, this is just for tracking in terms of the number of disputes as you go through each round of dispute. It'll show you, what your progress is as well. PDF dispute, once you receive your initial package in the mail, you have the option to opt out and to receive those documents through this system. So in other words, you'll be able to log in and pull your next set of reports. Now those disputes come out once every 60 days, okay? And I believe that you're going to get some type of email notification alerting you that your documents are ready to be downloaded out of your system, okay? So you can either do that, or if you don't do this, then they'll just continue to mail them to you every 60 days. There's a lot of information in here as well regarding understanding your dispute letters, credit education, establishing credit, debt, dealing with debts and collection, student and senior info as well. So this is your credit restoration program. You want to make sure that you go through, again, if you need this, get this started, and make sure that you get those ID documents in ASAP. There's a nice little video down here that shows you, it's about 6 minutes long, almost 7 minutes long, shows you the entire process. It'll take you through and show you.
Congratulations on taking the first steps towards a sound.
So to show you exactly how the process works, what it is that you're required to do, and the only thing that you are required to do is to sign the letters when you receive them from us and mail those to the credit reporting agencies. In about 35 to 40 days, you'll get some updates back from them, and then you want to make sure that you forward those back to us again at this number here that's listed in your dashboard. See if I can get that to come up here. So you can email those documents directly to this number, or you can fax them directly to that number once again when you receive your updates back from the credit reporting agencies. So, and one other thing here, as far as the documents are concerned, address and social, here's a list of items that will satisfy that, and it's just one from each category. So we need one item to verify your Social Security from these items, and one item to verify your address from these two items here. All right, so that takes care of the credit restoration process. The positive credit builder, this will be populated again once your credit profile or once your credit report is pulled, and there'll be information in there to help you um, with things that you can be doing outside of the credit restoration process. Okay, a lot of great information in here um, that you'll be able to take a look at and go through once again when the information is populated from your credit reports. Credit attorney, this only comes into play if we are having issues with the credit reporting agencies. In other words, if they don't remove an item from the credit report that should be removed, and we have documentation to show that it is an error, then at that time we can engage the attorney. They will file a suit, contact and file a suit if necessary against that particular bureau, and if any monies are awarded, then you as a customer will share in some of those proceeds. Obviously, the attorneys want their piece, and then you'll receive whatever your percentage is. So, same thing with debt harassment. If you have people that collection companies that are contacting you in all hours of the day, and perhaps they're in violation of the Fair Debt Collections Practice Act, then we can report them to the attorney. It's the same thing for the credit reporting agencies. All you got to do is click here, and then you can contact one of the attorneys, and again, they'll review the case, and if there's merit, they'll go ahead and file the suit on your behalf, but certainly you can read all about that here as well. Smart Credit, this is your credit monitoring system. What you want to do is when you initially, as a protection plan member, this is included, but you still need to sign up because Smart Credit is a partner of ours, and they want to validate and verify your information. So what you're going to do is come over here on when you first sign up. When you first come into your protection plan membership, you want to sign up for the Smart Credit. So you want to select not a member, sign up now. That'll take you directly over to the Smart Credit site. And then you're going to, at that time, you'll see this logo here, so you'll know you're at the right site. You want to come here to get started now and begin filling out the information. It's going to ask you for some personal information. It's going to ask you to verify your identity. There's going to be some questions here about past loans that you may have had, past addresses that you may have lived at. You get 3 tries at this, okay? On the 3rd try, if for some reason you don't get verified because perhaps you can't remember an address or something there is not right, and it doesn't verify again, you're going to get 3 tries. So don't use the 3rd one. If you fail on the first 2, what you want to do is you want to go down here and call this number here, call customer support, get some help from them, because if you do the 3rd time and you get locked, it's going to lock you out of the system for 30 days, and they can't override that. Okay, it's a security feature that they've got built into their system. So again, if you get it, most people will get it on the first time or the second time, but for some reason, perhaps you moved a lot or whatever the case was. Don't do that 3rd one. Make sure you call customer support, talk with them first so we can make sure that we get you set up. And then on step 3, it's going to ask you for your credit card information. They are going to debit your account $1 one time. And as part of their verification process, in this program, you also have a money management system that can be connected directly to any of your accounts that you may have, credit cards, bank, car loans, student loans, whatever. There'll be a list of vendors that you can add, and it will actually, take all of that information. You'll have access to it all from this portal here. It will send you alert notifications when a payment is due, any increases in your credit score, but again, you want to go through and you want to make sure that you set all of this up, okay? So again, it's going to ask you for your credit card information. It's going to do that one time, $1 debit, and then you're set up to go, and then you just want to make sure, then you just log in. It will initially pull your first report. If you go back into the system in a couple of weeks, you may want to, there'll be a little link there that'll ask you if you want to update your report. You can go ahead and click on that link and it'll update your report. So it's a great thing if you're in the credit repair program, you can track the actual results in terms of your credit score, your FICO Advantage score. So just another way to follow And quite honestly, you want to stay on top of your credit report. You want to make sure that you check that from time to time. So awesome credit monitoring system with some additional features being the money manager system. So as well as the ID theft alerts with an action button. So if somebody goes out, you can actually set up a threshold. Maybe it's 200, maybe it's 500. If that threshold is reached on a purchase, it will send you a notification to your phone asking you if it's you making that purchase, and then having the ability to tell them that it's not yours if it is not indeed not you. So just another layer of protection for you in terms of protecting your finances. The My Care plan, this is an awesome program, and I talk to people all the time. They do not have a will, do not have a trust, do not have a power of attorney, do not have healthcare or financial power of attorney in place. And these documents are so very, very important. So what you want to do is, and this is going to take you, may take you some time to do that. That's okay. But you want to make sure that you go through and begin to fill out the information on these screens with the information that it's looking for. And then when you get to the bottom, or when you get to the summary page, there'll actually be a submit button where you can submit the information, and that will electronically go to, and I think that this one's already in the sample here, it's already been submitted, so I'm not seeing that. But there is a button that you can hit to submit the information electronically over to our corporate office so that they can begin to print out your documents, put them in a nice little binder for you, mail that off to you so that you can get those notarized and have those in place in case something were to happen. LifeLock is our partnership with for our identity theft protection. They're the largest provider of identity theft protection in the nation, offer a $1 million service guarantee. So if you are a victim of identity theft while you're in this program, they will spend up to $1 million to make you whole again. When you do receive, you're going to receive an email notification that will alert you that you or welcome you to LifeLock. You can actually log into your account at that time, and this program also includes wallet lock, where you can put the content of your wallet into the system, credit cards, driver's license, that type of information. And if you were to lose your wallet, rather than having to call all your credit card companies and call the DMV, they will reorder everything for you. So you would just call LifeLock, they will cancel all your cards, and they will reorder all of your cards for you. So just a great program to have, because obviously in today's world, I mean, identity theft is a huge, huge, huge issue for people. So definitely a great program. You want to make sure that that you, when you do get that welcome email, that you go through the steps and get the rest of the information set up in your for your wallet lock. Okay. FES Debt Zero. This is a debt payoff system. You simply go to the Debt Zero website, follow the instructions, enter in all of your debts, your liabilities, credit cards, student loans, car payment, mortgage, everything, and enter in your monthly income, and it will create a get out of debt report for you, show you how to most effectively pay off all of your debt with the money that you're already earning. And what we have found, and the way that the system works, is that a person can literally pay off all their debt in less than half the time it would take the average person making minimal payments. So great system. If you have some debt you want to pay off, you make sure you want to get that set up. Financial lockbox is the next thing here. This is a virtual safety deposit box. And what it does is it's going to give you folders where you can put information into. Financial legal advisors, bank accounts, any stocks, bonds, insurance policies, monthly expenses, credit card information, monthly income, pension funds, real estate, where your safety deposit box is at, any valuables, and other financial information. And what this does is you're going to set up a couple of contact people in the system, maybe a family member, maybe a wife, whomever, somebody that you trust, obviously. and you're going to set up 2 contacts for that. What's going to happen is that we scrape a database online every month, and if your name shows up on that database, then you have passed. Um, at that point in time, the email will go out to those contact people so that they know where your stuff is at, where your will and trust and financial health care power of attorney is at, where your insurance policies are at, where your safety deposit box is at. So you're going to tell it where things are at so that people know that you have those things, because unfortunately what happens is billions of dollars go unclaimed through insurance policies, annuities, retirement pensions, all of those types of things, because people don't know that the person had them in place. Okay, so it's a great tool, very valuable tool, and you want to make sure that you go through and fill that information out. Life insurance, you have the term life insurance, $100,000 term life insurance, and this here will show you how this thing ramps up. It starts out at on month 4 to month 6, $30,000 with an AD&D of 30. Months 7 to 9, 50,000 with an AD&D of 50. Month 10 through 12, 75,000 with a 75,000 AD&D, and then 12 after the 12th month, $100,000 with a $100,000 accidental death or dismemberment. So you can read all about that information here on the site. Life insurance requirements and guidelines. But what you want to do, most importantly, is make sure that you get this beneficiary form filled out and back to the corporate office, and you can just print that out. All of the information that you need for your life insurance, the policy number, and everything else is on here. All you need to do is list your beneficiaries on here, sign it, date it, and again, make sure that you get that back to the corporate office as soon as possible so that they have that on file. Shopping discount. This is just a great way for people to save some money. You know, a lot of people like to shop online. It's a cash back. They get money back discounts on purchases. Got a lot of the major retailers that are on board with us in this system here. The Family Mint. This is if you have children at home, it's a great program for them. You have access to. Here we go. Family Mint. Once you click on the site here, you can go up to you can go. It'll take you to the Family Mint site. You can sign up for that. I believe you have access to this for like 90 days. But it's a great program to take your kids through if you have young children. But you can read all about that as well on the site here. RX discount card. If you have prescriptions. We've had a lot of people that have been able to really save some money on their prescriptions using this card versus their own insurance card. It turned out to be more of a savings for them than actually using their insurance. So just want to make sure you check that out. If you go over to the price search here, one thing that I learned that I was not aware of. Different pharmacies charge different prices for their prescriptions. So what you want to do is put the name of your prescription in, put your zip code in here, and tell it how many mile radius you want, and then hit next, and it will bring up that prescription and where they have it in the pharmacies in your area and what their price is. So you'll be able to save some money on your prescriptions. FES travel, that's going to be set up here very shortly. We're in negotiation with a couple of companies for that to give us some discounts on vacations, that type of thing. We had a previous provider for that, and it didn't work out. The customer support was not very helpful, and we made the decision to find a new provider for that. So that should be coming up here shortly. I know that we're in negotiation or talking with some companies as we speak. Health insurance. As a matter of fact, I just had one of the guys called me up recently. They're traveling overseas, and they bought travel insurance through this, and they said it worked out great for them. But you can shop for health insurance, Medicare, dental, vision, short term, small business, travel, critical illness insurance. So there's a video here you can watch, and all you got to do is click on the button, and then you can start to look for the types of insurances that you're looking for and get the best policies for yourself at the lowest possible rates. So just wanted to put this together real quickly for you guys because I want to make sure that, again, as you come on board as agents, that if you have a need for these services, that you get yourself logged in and take advantage of it. And like I said, once you have your 5 protection plan members on board, whether they're customers or agents, you get your services for free. So it's a great program. Just had some great success with it myself personally, and obviously at a company level. So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, 954-707-2932. Appreciate it, and look forward to working with you all. Take care, and we'll talk again soon.